looks like the mic's working, so we're good to go for now. Alright, so dollar's in the same spot. It's been struggling. That's why I've been bullish still, is because the dollar's still above the or below the midpoint in the channel. Once we do break above this on the like 18-year channel, then I might flip bearish, right? If we flip that and we get above the 707, sure. In the meantime, I still think we get a point 0.5 retrace on this thing, which is down here around um, 95 bucks on the dollar. But until then, I mean, I'm still bearish on the dollar. I don't see anything that's still super, super bullish about this. I mean, you're still on the monthly struggling with this significant level. So as long as this area it rejects here, I mean, it's a good area for the dollar to reject. It's done it multiple times. Not to mention when you go to the daily, we have a bearish harmonic here on the smaller time frames. So I do want to see this play out. Did not cross over the X yet, so once it does cross over this harmonic's invalidated. Until then, this harmonic is still valid. So 886. So if you mark off the 886, yeah, it went higher, but it didn't pass the X, so the harmonic's still valid. You mark this off right here at the 886, and you can see the first initial move went past it, right? And now we're coming back below it, and we're testing it as resistance over and over again. If you flip it like a bullish harmonic, this is what you're going to start seeing on some of the other bullish harmonics on cryptos that you're going to see that I'm going to go over. But for example, this is the inverse chart. This is your bullish pattern. 886, first move goes down. Sometimes you never want to enter on that first move on these higher time frame harmonics. You want to wait for it to kind of come up and make sure that you're finding support, or if it's a bearish, resistance at that point. And so far it's been respecting it. You also have on the dollar this like breakout and retest here pretty much that we had. So if you're looking for longs, this is where you would long, right? So vice versa, looking for shorts, this is what the dollar is doing right now. This looks good. And for your targets, you would just fib from here to here. And you're looking for your 382 and your 0.5 on your dollar off of this. So hopefully we can get a retrace into this zone on the dollar, and that would give us a pump. But we're going to see what happens. Obviously, stocks are pumping as soon as this rejected. Um, the stocks are pumping. So if you look at the SPX, they're respecting the harmonics a little bit better right now. Crypto still had a little bit farther down on the harmonics, but look, bearish pattern. Then you have a bullish pattern on stocks. I called this out on Friday, I think it was. Thursday, Friday. And sure enough, I mean, stocks have gotten in a kind of an impulse move up from there at the bullish bat. We also do have this breakout, and we came up, and now we retested it. So stocks could literally keep flying from here. I bought a couple call options on um, the S&P. So we're going to see what happens with this, but I like this chart. I think it looks good. I think we can get an impulse move up still. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if crypto follows. There's been a fuck ton of FUD with crypto, talking about USD deposits getting stopped and everything. And meanwhile, Bybit, they stopped USD deposits, but that's because they're switching their partner for USD deposits. So they're not stopping USD deposits. Tesla, finally sold the rest of my options on Tesla. Um, Fantastic move still bouncing in the parallel fib channel. Actually bouncing perfectly in between the 0.5 and the 382 here. VIX still on that like fucking 6-year just trend line that we've been bouncing off of, man, on the VIX. BTC dominance. We are looking like we're starting to form a little bit of a bearish divergence here on BTC dominance, which means that alts might have a harder run um, if we do get a move over Bitcoin. These are the CME gaps that we're still eyeing. We're going to see if we come fill any of these. So we have a couple gaps here. We have one between 27.3 still and 28.7, and we have this higher one up here around the 34, 35K area. So we're going to see if these are going to get filled at all. It's a matter of if we're going to hit this one first and then go, or we're going to take out the higher one. ETH dominance. I've had this for a while. There is a bullish harmonic, or it's a bearish harmonic, but it's calling for potentially up here on ETH around 31%. And I mean, this could take forever to play out, right? We could even come all the way back down here to like 11% and this harmonic still be valid. Like all the way down here, this harmonic still valid. Down at like 9%. So just keeping my eye on it. We do have this trend line that has been respecting, and I mean the horizontal trend line's been even stronger with ETH dominance versus Bitcoin, or just ETH dominance in general. But if we do see this break out like this, you're looking for a major move on ETH here. So keeping my eye on this, mark it on your chart, maybe set an alert here. Just to see if this does break out, because if this does break out, ETH is probably going to go on a nice little run. ETH, we do have this kind of harmonic here on ETH. This is just ETH in general, this is ETH futures, but potentially up to 3,300 at some point, and if you do get there, that's going to be a massive short opportunity. Total market cap, that was going to be a bullish case scenario. So far, we still have the fallen wedge breakout. Looks like we're coming down on total market cap here at the moment. So you did have like this little weird channel, like inverse head and shoulders channel kind of here too. And now it looks like we came down to this area on total. So there's a couple things that you could see here on total. If you see this break down here, you're going to want to get out. But in the meantime, it doesn't look terrible. Obviously, I would have wanted to see it stay above and hold this level on the weekly, and so far it is. We've had a wick below it, but I mean, this is the level on the weekly that you want to see hold if you want to see a continuation move up. Right around 982 billion. We've had a pretty good pump recently on crypto, just in general. 33% move, 246 billion. So literally a third of the market cap when we were down here got added back into crypto. So it's a lot of money that was funneled back into crypto after we lost 2.27 trillion in crypto. Poof, gone. Somebody else's pockets. Haven't checked this in a while. Let me see what we're working with over here. So we do have this little range, kind of. All right. Total 3. So total 3 right now is hanging on for dear life. We've broken this diagonal trend line, right? We're below it at the moment, but uh, we still do have your horizontal breakout here, your fallen wedge, kind of like channel breakout. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 touch points on it. Fake out, back up, down. Now we're retesting it. So this needs to hold. This doesn't hold, alts are gonna get fucking decimated. So mark that too. This is either a fantastic spot to long alts, or alts are just gonna shit the bed here. You're gonna come up, you're gonna back test this as resistance, and you're gonna shit the bed at least to here, minimum. Could even be coming down all the way here. So you're looking between the 786 and the 886 here. So like these levels, you're looking, it's a big drop if this fails. At least another 15% on total market cap. But we also have the potential harmonic going upwards as well now. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a drop. If you do get a drop like that, you could be working on these bigger harmonics over here. Let me see if anything's going to be valid here. See, that's way too high up. Yeah, again, need to do some more work before we can figure out if we have another harmonic in this zone. So it's like do or die right now for alts. We either hold this area or we might come back down in this range. And you can actually see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 area with the body of this. So if you fall back below this, I mean, you're either going to fall back below this and wait for the deviation back up and long on this little retest here, going back up, or you're going to reject this area and you're going to go down farther. And you're on the daily 5200, so you're sitting right around the 200 moving average and looking to find support on that too. You're above the 50 or below the 50 right now, which is not good. So we do need to get it back above that. We're testing this again on USDT dominance. I thought we were gonna free fall from here, to be honest. So we move this over. 1618 is still the target. That gives us another date of April. If it comes all the way over here, that gives us date of May. This is still the target of this harmonic, so gonna keep our eyes on it and see what we can get. But when this hits, this is where you know, get the fuck out of crypto. Just go spot. Or not spot, fucking USDT. So right now, it's at a significant resistance, like it is. It's a matter of, are we gonna reject from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a significant area. So we're either gonna reject from this area or crypto's gonna nuke. This USDT dominance is gonna pump. So that's what we don't want to see if you're bullish. Ideally, I do want to get back above this monthly level here. Failing it at the moment. We break below this area, I mean, bearish structure is 100%. Because, for example, what I'm watching at right now is you still have your bullish structure. You have your low. Higher high, higher low, higher high. So far, you're at a higher low still. So this is still a bullish structure. once this gets lost here below your 21.4 area, you now have a lower low. So that changes market structure to bearish. It doesn't mean after you form your lower low that you can't come back up here, but typically after you do that, you form your lower low, then you look for your lower high here. So you might get a pump up, lower high, and then you look for lower. So this would be a good short if we form a lower low over here. And that's what I'm spotting right now. I'm still leaning bullish until this market structure is broken. I think longs are still going to pay better than shorts. Break that market structure, we get a pump back up, I might be looking for shorts there. Let's see if we have anything on the small time frames here. And I'm going to check the chat too. I don't know if anybody's typed anything yet. No, okay, cool. Looks like we had some fuckery on this little 4-hour candle. Holy shit. I've just been sidelined watching this. We did get a bearish cross here on the 50, 200 on the 4-hour. I think we are sitting at this harmonic that completed still. So swing low, swing high for your X and A. You want it at your lowest point, then your highest point, and your B in the middle of all this, you want it at your lowest. So this is your lowest, highest, and then you go down here. So your 786 is your Gartley pattern that you have on this. Maybe on Binance it didn't touch it, but I know on a couple other exchanges it did wick down into this 22.1, so maybe not this chart. I know a lot of the others it did touch. Let's check this one. Low. Yeah, this one looks like every other's. High, low, high, and then you look for your 786 down here, which it did go down. It actually went to your 886 on Bybit. So perfect 886 for the most part. And now you're sitting above your 786. So this could be a reversal pattern. I mean, this is a harmonic on the lower time frames. So you could be looking for at least your move up to your this level here, which is your 22.8, 22.900, potentially up to your 23. You could even go higher than that, right? But those are your two targets if you caught the long from your 21.8, 2200, or 22K. 4-hour daily, you're working on a bullish divergence here. You want to see this start to round, right? You want to see this start to round. Once that starts to round, get your bullish divergence. See it on price, bullish divergence. And you can see continuation upwards if that plays out. You do have this trend line that I noticed that we pretty much stuck to down here. I think some exchanges are wicked right below it, but I mean, you're still above it at the moment, and that scared the fuck out of me, this alert. Let's go check this out. We'll see what it is. It's on mask bullish bat on the 4-hour time frame. So right now you are holding this trend line too, so that's a good thing to see, right? We break below this though, I mean, this pattern is a scary pattern. If we break below this, it's played time and time again recently. You have one over here that played pretty much here, same thing. You have one here that played. You had a smaller one over here that played. So just be careful if it falls below this. We could get pretty nasty nuke off of these. So it's just something to keep your eye on, right? you break below this, just go risk off. I mean, you don't always have to be in a trade. The one thing is, when you are looking at these on the daily, when this happened though, so the one thing that I've noticed that was different to differentiate from this is typically when you see this pattern forming up, right? On the daily here, you had bearish divergence. And you can actually see on price how you had that too, right? Just like a rise and wedge, bearish divergence on the MACD. Over here, you had the same thing. You had like a bearish divergence forming here. So you had a bearish divergence here. Here, you had your bearish divergence here. Now you're actually forming bullish divergence if this plays out. So that's the one thing that I see that's different, just based off MACD. Let me turn on my RSI. Why does this thing not save my settings? It's so fucking annoying. All right. All right, that's better. Okay. So let's see what we had on the daily here too, just on our side, just to check, you know what I mean? Yeah, see, I already like this. So, for example, RSI, same thing, you can kind of see it in price, and you failed it right here, right? So this would, you actually failed before you got your massive move down. So you could actually see it break your RSI here, like right there. And that was right before you got your massive move down. You started to get a move down, right? But that was right before your massive move down. I think the same thing happened here too. Maybe not, but either way, you saw a fail. So this is actually the better, more touches. This one was kind of like a little deviation, but so you failed right here. You kind of see, I mean, maybe a little late, but you do have continuation afterwards, right? You got farther move down. Over here, it's different. I mean, it's a little bit different. You're looking for a breakout on the upside now, like you're coming down. There's no upwards momentum like this where you're breaking. I guess you had one like that, but I feel like it should have already happened by now if it did. These were steep. I don't think it looks as bad on the RSI as it did. These others looked worse, man. Yeah, I mean, you say, yeah, it did happen because of Black Swan event, right? Like, I see you, Chrism in chat, but at the same time, like, we did have complete bearish divergence when these things happened. So like you could have predicted like in August this shit. Like you have your bearish divergence here on the daily. You have a rise and wedge. You have channel over here like a bear flag. Literally, it was like a little bear flag that you had here. Over here, you had a bear flag as well. I mean, this was a bear flag too. So you have bear flag. So this is just a continuation pattern. Like you have this, even this was a bear flag. You have your move down, bear flag, right? So you have your bear flag, you have another bear flag. So it's just continuation patterns. I mean, if you flip it upside down, those are your bull flags, right? That's what you want to see. You want to see price go up, you want to see a bull flag, breakout, up. Same thing. Bull flag, breakout, up, go. So, so different. Bear flag. Bear flag looks like this. You have down, then you have slowly moving up like this, right? And then when it finally breaks out, sometimes it can retest, sometimes it doesn't. It's a continuation pattern. This isn't a continuation pattern because when you came into it, like for example, let me get rid of these real quick. Price didn't drop into it like this. Like this isn't how price dropped into it. Price came up into it. Bear flags are usually, or bull flags are usually like continuation patterns. Um, for example, see, comes down into it. Bear flag. See how the pull comes down into your flag? Then you get slow momentum up. A little. This is basically like shorters closing their shorts here. Doesn't mean there's a lot of buyers stepping in. It just means more shorters are probably closing their shorts, to be honest. And I mean, I think this is different. I don't think this isn't a bear flag. I mean, you're forming higher lows with bullish divergence. So you do have bullish divergence here. Invalidation, like I said, is below this last low. This is what I'm watching. You have your support here too. It's a pretty good support. So as long as you hold above that, I mean, you're still forming bear. I don't know why bears are so excited yet. Yeah, maybe if you caught a good short, yes. But you're still forming higher lows. Until this is broken, then I can say, okay, go ahead. Good job, bears. And that's just how I trade. I trade with the trend. Right now, we're forming higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. So far, if this holds, we're higher low. Um, how do you mark D point? Is that just an estimate? Learning how to use harmonics. So there's all the harmonics. Let me see. He pulled up a cheat sheet. That actually won't pull up. Um, I can pull up a cheat sheet real quick just to show you. But there's set patterns. You can go to harmonictrader.com to check out the patterns. Um, in the page section, I actually have all the harmonic pattern cheat sheets as well. Here's one from Scott Carney that he made. So these are all the patterns. You got your AB equals CD pattern, your Gartley, your bat, your crab, deep crab, and the rest of these. You also have a cipher that Carney didn't make. But each of these ratios is actually kind of hard to see on this one. Hold up. All right, can you guys hear me again? Did it cut out for a little bit?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you for like a couple minutes.
Ah, fuck. Okay, just let me know if it cuts out. Um, because
I
like
just
I
thought
said,
I thought you went silent
no,
for
my
some reason.
I was I was talking. I was talking a lot.
Bam.
Just let me know because my mics for some reason it just keeps turning off and I have to unplug it and plug it back in. I don't know why it's doing it. I might just have to try plugging it into the back of the computer or just buy another Bluetooth one. I bought the quarter one because I thought it'd be better, but that or I'm just gonna hook up my other mic again, the desktop mic instead of using this headset one. Um, so yeah, so far I mean we're looking good. This is my level, like I said. Let me check out ETH real quick. So ETH also had same pattern that Bitcoin had, but we came down to the 786 here. Pretty much the 786. So you have your 618. So I mean this is a beautiful pattern if this plays out in ETH and we start moving up. If we actually get that impulse move up from here, you have a Gartley that's playing out here, which is my favorite pattern. You have your 618, 618, 786. So I mean, yeah, you might have missed it by like what, $2. 0.18%. Still, harmonics are crazy. And you have a 1414. So I mean, this is like a perfect Gartley pattern. I don't know if I ever looked up Scott Carney stuff and posted it on here, but usually perfect Gartley you want 618, 618, 786, 1414. So ETH could move from here if we get that continuation upwards. Okay, so I'm gonna cover a couple coins I was looking at if you guys want. How do you determine if it's invalid? So there's a couple ways. If it goes past your X point that you need, depending on the pattern, if it fails, if you don't get that initial reaction from your D completion point, but if you're just have a pattern, like for example for this one, this pattern will be valid once it hits the D. This is just projecting, say, hey, okay, it can come up in this wave structure to the D. If it hits the D, that's where you want to watch out. You want to get out of your longs. So you can use
I
them
also
once the C point hit to kind of just determine where price will go to.
I remember in Scott Carney's Volume 1, he was saying that candles like dojis,
Yes.
dojis are invalidation. Like high price swings are invalidation, or low price swings.
Yeah. What you want to see typically, let me find like a good one. So Zill had a good one for a harmonic. So ultimately what you want to see is a good initial reaction once your harmonic completes. And this was like literally a perfect butterfly pattern at your 1618. So what you want to see is when you hit that pattern, you do want to see an initial candlestick like this with a wick up. And you want to see it hold and at least react to your initial area. If it kept falling through this, it would be invalid. But this was literally a perfect bottom that I gave people back in December. I was posting this since like fucking October. Is audio not working again? It must just be you because it got fixed, but
I could hear you.
so the coins I'm watching right now are File again. Still watching File here. For now, File's still holding this area that I wanted to see held. Make sure this is actually correct here. All right. Let me go to one that doesn't have as much shit on it. All right. So for File, I have this trend line here on the daily that we're holding so far. I'm honestly thinking about I gonna buy some more spot here because if we do hold this level, you have daily candlesticks here. You could wick down. I think like 5.4 is like invalidation for me below this level. I don't want to see it fall below like 5.4 for my spot. Still mostly long from like 5 to 4.7-ish. I did take some profits up here, and I'm looking to add back. So I think I'm going to start adding back. You can draw harmonics on any time frame, by the way. Doesn't matter. You can see them happen on the 5-minute. They can happen on the 4-hour. They can happen on the 1 day. They can happen on the weekly. Obviously, the higher time frame ones are going to be the stronger ones. So say you have like a daily harmonic or something, and then you have like a 1 hour within that daily harmonic, sometimes the 1 hour harmonic will fail because your daily harmonic is in play still. And that's one thing where people fuck up. They start learning harmonics and they start trying to do them on this 30-minute time frames, but then you got a daily harmonic and calling for up, so that's what you're looking for. Um, so for example, on file, I still have these harmonics here that I'm looking for to get filled, and I'm gonna flip short once we hit this area, if we hit this area up here. Um, recently we had this red harmonic, just paint. So, whoever that is, El Titan,
Nominate.
can you mute yourself?
Yes, well, Florence.
5, 4, 3, 2, server mute. I'll unmute you when I'm done. So right now we have, this is cipher pattern, right? So you have your 618. Go back to the cipher here, right here. So you have your 618. Then you look for this next leg. It's between a 1.13 or 1.414. So perfect, almost your 1.414. And then you get your next projection. So once you have that, you look up here. Okay, you're looking for your 786. So you have your 786 projection up here. 1272 plus or minus 3% here. So it's right perfect in that range, 1272. And then we also have a butterfly pattern that just started to form. So I saw this initial move here. I'm like, okay, how high is this move up here? So you have your initial move here. This is your 100%. You go up to it. You had a 78, close to your 786. So as soon as you get that 786, you go over here. Look, 786. So when you get that 786 here, you're looking for your 1272, and it can extend up to your 1414, 1618. But your 1272 is what you're looking at. So your 786, you come down here for your C leg, 0.5. So you're in that range. Where am I? Here. So you're in between the range of your 382 and your 886 here. So it's a valid pattern. It still could go all the way down to your 886 and still be valid for this move up here to the 1272. So for example, since this can be between a 382 and an 886, it could come all the way back down here. And both of these patterns still be a valid pattern for up here to look for a short. These both, it could come all the way down here and both of these still be valid. If it goes back down there, I'm buying more.
No audio if you're talking.
Type in chat because I can't hear shit either.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, I saw your mic move. Mine stopped moving, so yeah, both of these harmonic patterns, I don't know where I left off, just shows that like you have two bearish harmonics when it gets to this point up here, so you'd want to get the fuck out. What else was I looking at? I'm actually gonna probably buy some more spot file now. Do it real quick from my phone. Obviously 525 is my ideal entry, but you're gonna break this trend line, which I didn't see earlier because I was doing it from my phone. So ideally, if this holds, this is very bullish area. And I'm just buying spot, right? So, all right. Um, what else was I watching? DYDX. All right. So DYDX. Looks like we came and tested this again on top of this weekly, and so far we're holding above it. So this is what I really want to see. I mean, this chart I think is beautiful on the high time frames, like when you really zoom out on this. All these lines are weekly lines too that I have on here. Um, because if this is actually, I mean, look at this chart. If this is actually a bottom end structure here, and we do bottom and we start to get that bullish momentum up, this is just a beautiful chart. Look how far down we came, and we have a triple bottom at the lows. Literally a triple bottom. And we've been consolidating above it for now. So when this thing decides to move, I think it's going to move hard. Especially with all the FUD going on right now, um, with the US and whatever the fuck they're doing. This is a decentralized exchange platform. I'm going to type it into BC text. So you can just type in /info in the ticker. I have a bot put into the Discord, so you can type in /info and type in the ticker, and it shows you what the coin is. So you can do that in public chat and everything else as well. But so far on the weekly, this is the weekly level that I'm watching here. You have another weekly level up here. So we'll mark those off. You can see how well it's respected on the weekly. And then when you go to the daily, you can see pretty much how the exact candlesticks bodies were right at that weekly level. So far, so good. Um, Ultimately, I do want to see it get back above this range here, above the 250. But if this holds, I mean, it's going to be a fantastic area. But I do want to see this to break out, because on these smaller time frames, you have your like daily candlesticks here. I mean, if you're falling back into this and you just reject here, I mean, you could be going much farther down. So I'm keeping my eye on this. I do have spot with it. My invalidation is probably right below like 216 on this for spot. But so far so good. I mean, I think we did form a lower low here actually, which is not good. And we had a lower high here. So this it's not looking great, but it's not looking terrible either at the moment. I do like the structure though still. Yeah, 4 hour, you get a nice little move at least. This is the next area to watch. You're 250. We get above that, it's green light. All right, what coins did you guys want? You guys wanted. I'm gonna scroll through some first on some charts that I was looking at just to see what harmonics we have completed at some of these. And then I'll go over some requests. I don't mind staying on a little bit today. So ATA, I know everybody thinks shitcoin, blah blah blah, whatever. It's a cult coin. I like cult coins. Looks really good. I was eyeing this actually the other day. So far you have this trend line here that we did break out, right? So we had fallen wedge, You can actually just draw your fallen wedge if you need to. And you have a breakout. And on top of your breakout, you are holding a significant level over here. So if you hold this, I mean, while you hold the breakout, so you have your horizontal level you're holding, and you're above the diagonal breakout. So I think this could be a potential good long on ADA if it holds. And validation's very clear here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Where did he have his? Did he have a shark? No, he had a bat on this. See, I would look for the shark on this actually. Yeah, so this is the shark in my opinion. I know Scott Carney's has a bat on here, but his software, but this looks like a shark to me. Got your 1.13 up top here, plus or minus 3%, 618 plus or minus 3%. Then you look for right around your 886 area, or your cipher pattern it could potentially be too. So between your 786 and your 886. So on ADA, I think ADA looks good. I mean, this is a nice wick down. Obviously, fails below here. Below this, failed pattern. Target 382.5 at least. Algo still trying to survive over here. Not much move. I like the coin. I think the coin's going to do well in the long run. As of right now, haven't really seen much movement or anything yet. We got to catch a narrative, but Algo is really, really far down still. It's cheap at the moment. I think it's a good spot to accumulate spot. So I'm still going to be accumulating Algo. I think it has a long way to run still. I know Hoff was looking at Ape. Ideally, I was looking for around 420 for Ape. Looks like we are squaring up right around the sea leg here. Ape versus Bitcoin. See this pattern, this B point is significant here. So it does need to get above this B point here. Maybe come down here versus Bitcoin. So this pattern's still valid. I'm gonna do it, hit a 0.5. I mean, Ape doesn't look terrible. You are forming bullish divergence here. see what I see on this. It's just not something I would long, man. I don't think I would long this right here. My ideal entry for ape is much lower. If I were to long ape, I'd be looking around like 360. That would be my personal ideal entry on ape. Potentially what you could be seeing is a fail of this B point, this zone here. And if this fails, you get rejected around 5, and we start to come down, this is the area you want to long. Definitely could go higher still, but this is my ideal entry on ape, like 361, if we continue to nuke. Is Aptos still forming? So this is now going to be a shark if it does go up. Where's the other chart I had? Oh wow, that actually hit. I was posting this, fuck. Yeah, that actually hit perfect. I was posting this with Hoff. You'd have your all bat pattern. Anybody else in here that's been fucking around with the harmonics, this looks good, man. You have your alternate bat at your 1.13 here. You have a potential shark at your 1414, and it hit perfect. Your 1414 here. That's literally the exact bottom. Your 1.13. And I actually had this drawn already. I was telling Hoff about this, but this was the area to bid, man. Right in between those. Damn, I showed this too, and fucking. Oh, that would have been the exact bottom if I was paying attention today. But, I mean, this looks good. You're still fucking with this fib ring right now, so you could come back down and retest this area around the fib ring. But this is what I like. I think this looks good on Aptos. If this can hold, this would be a legendary double harmonic pattern. You have your bullish harmonic pattern at the bottom here, and then you look for this bearish one for a move up. Oh, this looks good, man. And then Aptos also, anybody that was long for the last, I mean, since second week of January, has gotten stopped out. So that's what I like to see. Anybody that's been long, I mean, that had stop losses in this area, they got fucked. So now you want to see a nice reclaim of this. So now that everybody got fucked, what you want to see is this range. We break back into this range, hold this range, and potentially break out of this downwards trend line here, you see? If you can break out of that above, this is probably another safe long you can catch up here. If you missed exact bottom, it's another safe one if you want to just wait and look for something like that. But I really like this structure on Aptos right now. I think Aptos, if we do pick up a run and run again, Aptos is a new coin. You don't have a lot of bag holders that are waiting to sell that were down bad as fuck last cycle, and they're just holding their bag still, and they're normies, just like, oh, can't wait till I break even, or then once the price goes up, they sell. Aptos doesn't have that. It's a new coin. Where we go down? So this, I mean, this harmonic's still valid. This one's not. But you didn't break below the X. So this harmonic is still valid, except you did go for the 886 on it, which happens a lot in crypto. So you went for your 886. Let's drop down this fib. If this is the bottom, I think we're starting to look a lot better on some of these things. Yeah, so I mean, could always get that second retouch on it too, right? Come up, reject, come down to this D point again. But I mean, targets for this one, you're looking for at least up to these on Atom. Probably not the best spot to enter right now, as you can see. If it breaks out of this, potentially. But this could reject here. Come back down. Ideal. Yeah, man, I like Aptos. I don't really have any spot. I'm thinking about buying some, taking some of the profits I took from AI coins and throwing it into Aptos because I think Aptos is going to do good long term. I really want to buy it lower, but I didn't really buy any at the lows. I was too focused on other things, but I do think Aptos is going to perform well. I think it could have like a Solana-like run. So audio looks kind of good, man. Other than this large bearish harmonic on it, right? I just extended this out because this was the range you had over here, so I could just draw a trend line here. And it's holding this still. It's still holding these touch points over here. You got multiple of them. I mean, it might break, but is this a 50% retracement here? Because if this is 50%, this is going to turn into a bullish 5-0 structure. Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. So audio actually look like it's turned into a bullish 5-0 structure, which is fucking nice. Hold on, let me pull it up. Where is the bullish 5-0 cheat sheet? So this just shows that you have your shark pattern. Once your shark pattern happens, you get a 50%. So this is 50% retracement. And if you look here on the fibs, I'll make these bigger for you so you can actually see it. You got your 50%. So I'll just draw it how he has it, right? Bam, bam, down. You get your 50%, and then you go back up. So you do have a bullish 5-0 right now on audio. Fine tune this a little bit. And I'm gonna pull up voice chat again in 1 second. Alright, it should be working again.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
This mic's, I'm about to throw it out the fucking window. Alright, hopefully this works. I don't know what's going on. Blair, I don't want to touch Blair with the fucking 10-foot pole. Alright, I'm gonna start looking at some coins that you guys want to request if you want. I'm gonna just scroll through and see if there's anything else I want to look at real quick. I like File the best right now. I think Phantom looked good too, if I'm not mistaken. Lido looks like it's holding this channel. Yeah, okay, I'll cover Matic and Litecoin. Lido's just been in this fucking channel, LDO, right? Like, it's just been in this channel forever, and we just touched the bottom of the channel again. So, could be looking for her move to the top of the channel again. I mean, that's all it's been doing. Just up, down, up, down, up, down. Link, certified shitcoin. Damn, this got destroyed. Happy I didn't take any trades on this. Holy shit, LRC. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, this played perfect. This is my original plan if it failed. Looks like it might be giving us a second chance here. Easy invalidation. Stop below the wick. Yeah, I mean, this is what you wanted to see hold. So, if we hold, I mean, this is what you want to see on LRC. And this coin likes to move. There's no way I catch this thing one time, two times, and a third time from the same level. Yep, they work on any time frame. Let me see if I can type this in from my phone real quick so you can read this. Alright. Litecoin. So I had bearish harmonic here on Litecoin. Up here that completed at like right at around $100. So far it's still in play. You are forming bullish divergence here. So you do have bullish divergence still. I mean, this doesn't look the best, right? Let's take the whole data set and see what we get. See, that doesn't look bad when you get the entire trend line. So right now, I mean, you're currently sitting on the trend line. You do have a bearish harmonic. It's under influence. You have the Litecoin Havanen. Let me see if I can pull up one with a lot more data on it. These are old charts. I know I had one with a lot more data on it. This might be it. There we go. I mean, Litecoin's on a trend line, so I mean, if you're long or you want to go long on it, ideally you keep your stop loss below this. So you have your trend line hit, actually touched it perfectly and bounced off it perfectly. So you did get your reaction off this harmonic. Yeah, you can put your limit order on file. I don't know if it's going to go down that far, to be honest. I just bought spot again and added to my spot bag. If it goes down to that 5.25, I'll buy more. Oh, you're not even in here. They're just in main chat typing it. Okay. I mean, I don't know where I cut out. Litecoin Havanen, I mean, you do have that narrative and everything coming up in like 160 days or something it is. I think it's 160 days. So 154 days the Litecoin halving happens. So that happens before Bitcoin usually, and you usually see the Litecoin pump before Bitcoin. So could play that narrative, but I don't know. If you take a long, you want to get close as best you can, and so you have less risk, and you want to put your stop loss below the trend line. If it fails, it fails. Matic came way down, back to the channel, almost touched the bottom of the channel. Maybe it did. Matic came really close. You had a bullish bat here. Looks like you almost came down to that B point. I would be looking to long Matic a little bit farther down, like maybe like 108. It did hit 108, maybe a little bit lower. But I mean, I don't think this is a bad area, but it doesn't, not ideal for me. I would not enter this. I don't like this chart. On the fib ring, you are bouncing from a fib ring right now. I mean, ideally, you want to see this test on this B point here. You want to see this area. This is where I would take longs, like 102, if we hit 102 again. Somewhere around there, ideally. But we could bounce from here too. I just don't like the look of Matic right now at the moment. The bearish harmonic did play though, and you could get a pump back up to this area, like the 140, and back down. You have, I don't know, I just don't like Matic right now. It could definitely pump, it's just, I don't like the chart. Metis kind of looks good here. I like Mina a lot here. Mina looks good. If this holds, this is a significant level I had marked off for a reason. Yeah, so Mina needs to hold this area. Very clear invalidation below. I mean, you'd be looking at a trade like at least up to this B point here, or up to these candlesticks. I mean, not ideal at the moment. Let me see here what we're working with.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello, bro. I just have one question. That you just said LTC and Matic trade, right? Don't you think we should look for short rather than long, because the daily market structure already broken now, bearish structure now, therefore.
What was that?
LTC, Matic, Audio, all three coins, they broke their market structure now in daily.
This is daily. I don't know. I think you're still sitting on a trend line for now. I mean, if this fails below, yeah. Like I said, I'm sidelined, so I'm not really looking to take shorts at the moment when charts look like this. Like, I shorted this whole fucking shit on the way down. I'd rather take a break than sit at my computer trying to scalp 5% moves when I know 10, 20x's are around the corner. And that's just me personally. If you want to sit here and scalp shorts on potential moves down like this, yeah, I mean, be my guest. I'm just personally not going to. So that's just my look on the market right now. Obviously, yeah, like if you're looking at it like this on the daily, if we don't get above this level, like we could reject here. Could reject, come back down, reject. But my my example right now is I'm seeing market structure on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin runs the market. stocks are bouncing right now. The dollar looks bearish, and Bitcoin still has a higher low end at the moment. So I'm not taking shorts. I might look for shorts after market structure breaks on Bitcoin, but for now, I would rather just watch. If you want to take a short, go ahead. I'm not taking shorts.
Okay, okay. No issues, bro. Just ask
Yeah,
doubt
and
only.
I'm
That's
not trying to say it in a bad way either. Like I'm just saying like I don't know, man. I spent the last year before this fucking shorting, and coins are down like 99%, 98%. Look at this. In my eyes, like you had all this time to short. This is just like accumulation phases for coins now. Like I don't feel like trying to waste my time to catch an extra 5% and accidentally get back some of my money if it does pump at this area. I'd rather be looking for longs that I could potentially catch a good long and hold longer term. There's more ROI for longs right now than there are shorts.
okay.
When you look at the grand scheme of things, right? I mean, look at these charts. Yeah, GRT had a good run, right? It pumped 2, 3x, but look at it. That's just my take. Like, I'm looking to find some dips that I can long on the dips and use that money to accumulate spot for the long game. I'm playing the long game here. So this run up that we had, I stopped trading like the last week or so. Maybe close to a week and a half. But I've just been kind of sidelined watching. Could I have taken a short? Yeah. Did I want to not waste my screen time and just relax a little bit so when stuff does start to pump again, then I can go and be refreshed? That's kind of what I'm looking at and how I'm playing it. I've also learned my lesson a lot of times over the years of over trading. So sometimes when I win big, like I did in January and February, if I have one bad trade that goes the wrong way, I'll just walk away. I'll come back in a week or two, which is what I did. That way I secure my gains and I don't get back. H&T, bull flag, fake out, back into the bull flag, bouncing off the heart line right now on the 1272. So I'm gonna set some alerts if we do break back out of this. Um, You're right at that golden pocket retrace right now on ICP. So ICP could be a good long here too. Um, Scott Carney actually DM'd me and said the godfather of harmonics, actually said he's buying ICP here. So can't really fade him, man. And it's at the golden pocket. You're at the 618. Got a higher low. So ICP looks good because you have your higher low here. So, I mean, if this holds, I mean, you could see ICP really going on a run. You got your higher low in price. You have hidden bullish divergence. You have hidden bullish divergence on RSI as well. I mean, yeah, ICP looks good actually. Oh, so you have 2x hidden bullish divergence on ICP right now. Dude, I hate this coin, but fucking this looks good, man. So you have 1, 2, so 2x hidden bullish divergence. And you can see it here, actually, on RSI too, so, or on MACD. So ICP looks good, man. Target, like, as long as this holds, if this breaks, I mean, then it fails, but if this holds, this could fucking moonshot from it. At least be looking for this area up here. If you go higher than that, I'd be looking for, I'd be looking to sweep probably up this area. If that holds market structure. I mean, if this holds market structure and you have hidden bullish divergence like this, I mean, let's just fib this too. Yeah, perfect. So this is your 618 area. I mean, honestly, just look for your 886, 786 area up here too. Those would be good levels. Yeah, ICP looks pretty good on the daily, man. Yeah, I hate that ICP looks good too, Drew. But if it holds this, I mean, you have RSI and MACD 2x hidden bullish divergence with a bullish butterfly pattern that hasn't even played out all the way up to the A point up here at like 9.8. So, I mean, if this plays out, I mean, ICP could look good, but you do have to hold. Remember, to keep this, you have to hold 4.91 or 4.92, whatever this bottom is over here on this area. Maybe 5. Here, I'll zoom in, I'll tell you. 4.96. You have to hold that to keep this hidden bullish divergence intact. So I think it looks good, man. I gotta save this where I get rid of this trend line in the middle. I don't like this trend line. Save as, everything 3.0. Okay. Much cleaner. That's what I like. Yeah, I really like this ICP. I hate ICP, but I like ICP. What did I say it was? 4.9? Fuck, 4.98. My mic keeps going, man. I don't know why this is happening. I'm gonna have to plug in my other one if this keeps going. Um, so far I like Filecoin, I like LRC, I like ICP if we decide to get a bounce, just based on the charts. I think NEO is still holding a significant level. Yeah, so it's holding this weekly level right now, NEO is. So NEO could get continuation upwards if this holds. It looks like we're kind of bear or bull flagging here. Let's see if it's broken out. At least you got a trend line, just simple trend line here. Not yet, man. But if this holds and this breaks out, this is a breakout alert on NEO. I'm gonna set my alerts. So definitely keep your eye on NEO here for a breakout of this. Yeah, not bad, not bad. OAS. Okay. So this coin, my buddy Reddit showed to me, and right now it's getting demolished at the moment. But I am looking to buy a bag of this if it comes back down into like a range down here or even lower. I'm gonna buy a bag of this because this is apparently like the Chinese gala. So it's a shitcoin. Pretty sure market cap on this thing is very, very small. I don't even know if it's, oh, no. I don't even know if it's gonna show the market cap over here. It's on Bing too. Yeah, I mean it's just a low cap coin, and if you're betting on like GameFi, I think this is a good coin to look to take a bag on. I don't think I really see any like harmonic patterns or anything on it right now. I mean, potentially. I don't really see anything. Maybe this is your 618 here, so maybe you get one more move up and then you look for your 786 down here later down the road. So maybe you're looking at if we bounce from here, maybe you're looking at your 0.063 area to buy this thing. I mean, it lines up pretty well over here between there and your 886. So this zone right here, I'm a buyer for spot just for long term. And it could go much lower depending on token unlocks and everything. But I want to buy some of this. Honestly, it's so low cap where like I don't really care where I buy it. But if it comes down here, I'm definitely gonna just buy it and see what happens. Ace or Pel, I don't know what either of those are, but I can take a look. NMR, this was a AI coin, but it looks like it's kind of failing at the moment. Yeah, AI coin narrative might be done. I wouldn't buy this. I was looking for this. If it broke out past this, then I would be like, okay, maybe might go on a run, but it actually rejected there. Ocean. Wow, Ocean hit this fucking pattern. Finally completed. I didn't buy. Did I not set alerts? Fuck. So you were looking for your 886 on this. This would have been your buy, 35 cents. 13% move, motherfuckers. So Ocean did hit a bullish harmonic so far. Yep, probably hit your 382 right here. This is probably where you're gonna hit it. Right here. It's only like a day away. Ew, OP. Oh, QNT's back into the zone, I think. What did I do to this? Maybe it's not back in on this one. What's going on here? Do I have two different? I still think QNT pops off, man. I would love to buy it cheaper though. Let's look at Ren. Oh, that played. I mean, I think eventually Ren come up to 22-cent area. for that. So you're holding this level over here on Ren right now at 11 cent. If it fails that, I think you come all the way back down here, unfortunately. This still looks good though if it holds. I still think 16 cents is in the books. RLC bearish harmonic, it's still under. Oh wow, this hit. Came down and tested it again. Think Rose, if you get another touchdown here, could be a long, down around 0.55. Runes is shitcoin, man. Here's an example of a failed harmonic, by the way. But I always leave the levels of the failed harmonics a lot of the times, because this was the 886 of this harmonic, right around 886. So right around here, actually. There's a level of the failed harmonic, and you can actually see in the future it plays a significant level. So for me to look at sand again, I'd want to see us reclaim this level of this old harmonic to look for the next move up. Shit, dead dog. I had high hopes for this thing, man. It looked ready. It's just not there yet. We look good too. We had initial break above. Oh, I thought this thing looked good, man. I thought it was ready. Now you just wait for this RSI break if you want to get back in SHIB, man. That's what you look for. Just on the daily here. Ooh, SKL. Massive hidden bullish divergence. Holy shit. Gartley? Oh, wow. Alright, this might be my new favorite chart. Look, so you have your higher low, and you have your hidden bullish divergence forming. You also have RSI, hidden bullish divergence. And you're holding your significant level over here for a power of 3. SKL might be my new favorite chart. Oh, yeah, this looks good. Well, I think I might. I want to get an entry on this, honestly. This looks fucking fantastic. And you have your power of 3, right? You have your accumulation, manipulation underneath, and you have your reclaim of this significant level. Yeah, SKL looks fucking fantastic. Don't tell me SKL's not on fucking MEXC, man. It's not, is it? Motherfuckers. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to load some money into Bybit again, because I think I'm gonna long SKL. Whoever the market maker is for Solana is trying to keep this motherfucker above 20 bucks right now. Hit clear resistance. I want to see this thing fall before I long or buy more spot. I'm still spot long from this area. So this is where I bought at on Solana 1618. And then when it dipped a little bit farther, I bought a little more. So I had the 1618 here. So this is my average buy on Solana. And then I think I didn't buy a ton down here, but I did buy some more down in this area too. So I would love for it to come back down so I could scoop up a little bit more. $17.70 is ideal. That's what I would like to see. Oh wow, STG hit it today. STG hit the bullish Gartley, man. Oh my god, holy fuck. STG looks fantastic too. Might have to take this, man. I know I can long this on Mexi, I think. Oh yeah. STG looks good, man. What did we come down to? I'm assuming we came down to right there, 76, 17. Very close, yeah. STG's not on there either, man. I thought I liked Mexi. Storage A with the Livermore pivot fail. Sad. This thing has so much potential here. I'm holding spot for the long term on this thing though. Might even, we could potentially come back down to 24 cents. I'll buy more. This is going to take a long time to play out probably, but you do have this bullish, perfect bullish butterfly on it, the 1618 that you hit perfectly at the bottom here. So if it dips, I'm just going to buy more spot. Sushi at the 236 still. STG is on there? Am I like searching wrong? Oh, SKL is on there, man. Did we get retraces on SKL and I was searching coin M, not USDT. That makes a lot more sense. I want to see a little more retrace, maybe after Sunday or something, and I think SKL and are what I want to watch because they're both forming Gartleys right now. Gartleys are very strong patterns. I think SKL's chart looked a little bit better. Hold on, I'm gonna keep notes real quick. SKL, STG. What did STG's like bullish divergences look like? And I also want to check the 50 and 200 day moving average on these two. All right, yeah, that 4 hour looks fucking ready, to be honest, on this. Let's go down to the 1 hour and see what we're working with here. mean, that would be fantastic, right? We got another touch right down here. So in the 1 hour, we look like we have a little bearish divergence going on. All right, so on the 30-minute, $886. So we have a bullish bat potential harmonic down here around 774. So I might play some bids at 774 for this. On STG. STG is on there too, okay. Yeah, look at that 30-minute, 50-day moving average too. It's getting rejected from at the moment. You're like right on top of the daily one for the most part. So that's bullish, man. Look at that. You're right on top of the daily 50-day moving average on STG, so you're tapping it too. So that's good. Here, this is a clean chart for you guys. So, I mean, if this holds, I mean, this could be a nice move off of this. What about SKL? What is SKL doing? So it's right below it for now, right? But you're above the 200-day moving average. All right, say we come down to the 886 on this. Your 886 is at 0.037. And that kind of lines up with your daily level as well. I mean, that would be ideal entry. 0.037. So maybe set bids between 0.037 and 0.04-ish. If you get filled in that, I mean, that's fantastic. Just use low leverage, man. If these play out and we turn around and we get that full moon in 2 days and this plays out, I mean, this is just this is a sleeper, man. This thing looks like it wants to run. This is a good level between that 886 and 786. So what we can do, take your fib from this low here to your high, and this 786 to your 886, this is your bid zone. You want to fill your bids in here. Any bid you can fill in here is fantastic. And you want your stop loss below your X here, 0.032. So I mean, I know that's pretty far down, right? That's like 20%. So I'm probably going to go like 3x on this. If I catch a bid down here, I can go a little bit higher, but this is a pretty big, it's a daily harmonic, so you want to be able to not over leverage and scare yourself out of this position. Closest 0.037, better you are. Obviously, don't be greedy though. Crypto's not a place for greed. Let's go down to 1618. Yeah, you did. You're holding that still too. Yep, it failed that, so it didn't break out. Let me get rid of that for now. Forced. I don't like that. That feels forced. I think your safest thing to do on these right now is to wait until after Sunday. Personally, I think wait until after Sunday. Sunday is usually always pretty bearish, man. Everybody looks for longs on Saturday, and then you have your Sunday come around Monday, and the market nukes, and then they wonder why, and they take longs on Saturday, when historically Sundays are always pretty bearish. Sundays suck for Bitcoin. They got a fucking indicator for it. I think it's been Monday recently. I don't like a lot of these coins I'm seeing failing this 50-day moving average right now. Oh wow, look at this. ICP is on that 200-day moving average. So that's what it was. It was ICP, SKL, and STG that I like right now. So I'm gonna try to see if I can scope some smaller time frame harmonics on those. Let's also look and scan through real quick. I'm just gonna spacebar through. See, like Aave is holding the 200-day moving average still. So I mean, Aave could potentially be a good play too, if it holds. But let's see what's touching the 50 or 200-day moving average on some of these. This is what I do all the time, man. I'll just sit here and I'll look at that S&P, for example, why I'm looking for this right now. So you have the S&P 200-day moving average. We just bounced off the S&P 200-day moving average, and look what we got. NASDAQ, same thing. Looking for a bullish cross on the NASDAQ, man. If this cross is bullish and the stock market starts to go fucking ballistic from here, it's gonna be crazy. Bitcoin's under it right now, which is not good on the 50-day. Doge is under. Doge is not a long. Oh wow, holy shit. All right, so this is the Shanghai Stock Exchange, China's market, and it's also crossing bullish. Same time the S&P is, man. Crypto's just lagging right now, in my opinion. If this is Apple above the 200-day moving average, look at this candle. So Aave is sitting right on it. Aave could be a play down here. We'll have to check and see. I'm gonna write it in the chat for now. Aave. What was that? A cent? I forget what this coin does. It's a low cap, I think, for sure. Somebody told me to add it a while ago. If anybody wants to info chat that. What is this? Is this Ajax? Yeah, it is. Ajax had a fucking clean retest. Holy fuck. Look at that. That's clean. Crazy breakout and then clean retest. I think on this one you're still looking for this black line I have here. So you still perfect bullish bat. So you're still looking for like 63 cents on this thing. Damn, that would have been nice to catch this retest. This was clean. Oh my god, look at this candle on fucking. This is an AI coin, the stock market. Such a just clean fucking retest. Why does it keep going up here? I want to scroll through these, man. Where were we at? Ajax. Yo, why can I not spacebar through what I want to? This is actually pissing me off. AMD looks fucking fantastic, man. Stocks look so good right now. Everything's above that 200-day moving average. People are bearish. The stock market looks fucking fantastic, man. Even Amazon. You're getting above the 50. You're back tested the 786 after your massive bullish bat pattern that you have on Amazon. Family doesn't like crypto, man. Get them into some stocks right now. Looks like we might go on a nice little run for stocks. Uh, ApeCoin's on the 200-day moving average. So maybe I take back what I said about ApeCoin. Maybe ApeCoin is a good long here. Um, is this a type 2 retest on a bullish bat? That might be what this is. So you might have had a bullish bat here. Yep, so you have your bullish bat. No, you actually just completed your bullish bat at your 886 here. Right at your 200-day moving average. Look how that lines up. I didn't see this earlier. That's why you scroll through. That's why I use my moving averages, because sometimes you can see things. Because I didn't see this pattern earlier. And now it's a clear bullish bat structure with a 2.0 here, which is nice. So this 4.71 ideal entry. And you're above the 200-day moving average here on ApeCoin. Yeah, I mean, you held this. So you do have pretty big hidden bullish divergence that could be playing out here. And you're slowly starting to come back down too. A little like head and shoulders kind of. Check the RSI. RSI hasn't broken out yet, but it looks like it's starting to, and it wants to. You have a divergence here. Alright, so ApeCoin actually does look pretty good. So we're going to add that to the list, and then we're going to pick which ones we want the most. So we got SKL, STG, ICP, and Ape. Oh, this motherfucker. Dog knocked one of my blinds off again. Dude, once Aptos picks up some steam, man, this thing's gonna fly. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, see, this is still holding. Yeah, with stocks turning around, man, I think I want to get in some Aptos too. It's just a matter of when it starts to turn around. What is this, AR? Damn, I mapped this trade out like yesterday for somebody. This was the Atom trade I was marking off for people earlier. Still kind of struggling at the moment. Yeah, see, look, Cosmos. So you actually have the 200-day moving average on Atom. Oh, this is the 12-hour, sorry. So you're right, kind of under it almost, trying to reclaim it on Atom right now. So if I remove all of this bullshit, we just look level to level, what we're holding or rejecting at the moment. This is like the level you want to hold, which is actually the 200-day moving average too. Bodies. So Atom doesn't look terrible. The fact that I see this forming on a bunch of coins right here, this is just waiting to fly. Like when you see this, it's like the same thing when you see it the opposite way, man. So like when you see this, for example, going this way on RSI, when it breaks, usually you start to see your downwards. That might have been a bad example, but you get the point. When this breaks upwards on RSI, you could see another move up. And you're right at that 200-day moving average, so. What is this? I don't know what that is. Oh, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me I hit it at the wrong target at the date. Maybe this is the time frame where it flies. It's hanging on to this fib ring, man. AXS is axes is still holding on for dear life here too. Right at the midpoint of the channel. Not a bad touch. Not a bad touch. A0. Touching the 50-day moving average. So it looks like I had a hidden bullish divergence on here that I was looking at. We still have a hidden bullish divergence on A0. Yeah, look at that. Massive, right? It just got even bigger. You have it on RSI and MACD. This was the wick, right? On February 9th. Yeah, February 9th. Okay. Oh, dude, if I can bid this tomorrow in here, I'll take it. I'll bid that. That'll be nice. Could just hold where we're at, though. I would love to bid down by the 786, 886, though. Boeing Company. Coming for it. Banned. Oh, close enough. But Bath and Beyond, waiting for meme stocks to pump sooner or later. Fuck Blur. Kanto I want down here so bad. Oh, motherfucker, I've been on the fucking 4 hour this whole time. Look at this hidden bullish divergence. Yo, this is a significant level on dusk. Jesus Christ, look at this level. This is a very significant level on dusk. Okay, so dusk. I'm adding dusk to my list. Then we'll go through and look at everything a little bit closer. ENJ. Coin feels like it's dead, man. Yeah, okay, look, Filecoin. Good example. 200-day moving average. Thought it looked good. I wasn't even looking at the moving average. You are currently retesting the 250-day moving average versus Bitcoin. Let's see what we're doing. Not versus Bitcoin. Testing the 50-day moving average with the bullish cross on the daily. Alright, so yeah, I don't know why File's not on my list. I'm actually currently spot long File. Floki. Dude, I completely watched this happen and did not long it because I did not think this was going to happen. What's this? Fedora. I don't like FTM right now. Look, another stock above the 200-day moving average. Robinhood. About to cross bullish again, bouncing off 200-day moving average. Big candle. ICP, look at that. I thought this chart looked good. 200-day moving average. 2x hidden bullish divergence. What is ICX again? forget what ICX is. ICX is on the 200-day moving average, and it's just now crossing bullish. And it has this like power of 3, and you're right under. This would you'd probably have to hold this a while before it did anything. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. All right, so you have potential deep crab and you have a bullish bat or bearish bat pattern that are both pointing for the same area around 2-4 on this one. So this is going to be a short if you get up in this area. That's above the 200-day moving average. This is going to take a long time, right? That's like a 2x. Might not take too long, but it does look good. Let's see what we're working with. Oof. IOST, man. IOST looks not too bad. Let's add that to the list. I'm gonna go through and post these charts with the ones that I like after we space bar through and see what's above the 200-day, 50-day moving average. And then we'll look at harmonics, we'll look for optimal entries and go from there. Hey, my Kratos is breaking out. Almost. Almost breaking out. I can't wait for this thing to break out, man. This thing's gonna print me. Fucking new house. Link is a shit coin. Until it's not. Rejected from B like perfectly here. Failed the breakout too. Oof. Yeah, we're back at the top. Alright. I gotta grab some water, man. I was out on the boat like literally all day. I'm like sunburnt. I'm taking the boat out again tomorrow. Let me grab some water. I'm like dehydrated as fuck. Alright. Sorry. I always adding some shit to my water. Threw some zinc, some magnesium in there, some creatine, some ashwagandha, lemon, sea salt. Should do the trick. Of course, make it up to you. Try to do what I can, man. Alright. Fuck, let me grab the list. The new stand-in desk I got is fantastic. Has a drawer in it. I didn't have a drawer in my last desk, and I can actually keep a notepad in it where I can keep notes of coins. I haven't hung up my whiteboard at the new place yet. I gotta get my whiteboard up right next to my desk so I can just write everything on it like I used to. Actually, I'm gonna stand my desk up real quick. Stand for a little bit. Thing's sick. I got one of these like rocking boards. Let's see if I can find it. I got like one of these rockers that I've been using while I stand. It's fucking sick. I gotta get one of the balance boards next, where it can go like any direction instead of just up and down. Alright, So let's start with let's start with SKL. Can I alphabetize these actually? I don't know if I can alphabetize these in notes. I thought you should be able to. Oh well. Alright, let's go with SKL first. Alright. So this is what we're looking for. We have the Gartley already formed, right? So we hit the Gartley, but we could come down to this 886. So you want to get your fills in this red area, ideally. Anywhere in the red is where you should get fills, and you want to place your stop loss. See if I can fit this to the screen. Let me go full screen again. So when I screenshot these, I'm gonna start posting these in Discord and shit too. Could go to 886 if Sunday gets ugly. Look for longs and red box. Alright, mic check, mic check. Alright, here we go. Mic working? Yeah. Alright. So we have entries there. Let's go to smaller time frame again. Still looks like it wants to come down. Okay, so you do have a deep crab down here that it formed as well. So 0.41 would not be bad. Alright. IC or STG. So we're gonna go over to STG. So this one has another hidden bullish divergence that looks good. And you're at your daily here. let's break this down even farther. So if we do complete this bat here, on the 30 minute, we're looking for 0.74. What do you normally do when the market is being asked like this? I go outside. I don't trade it. I watch it. I watch people fight back and forth on Twitter. I don't know. I think the best thing to do is just walk away. Like, especially if you like had a losing trade and you're like don't have a good read on the market or the market's just acting stupid, like the charts will always be there. Just go do something else, man. Like you're not missing out on much. Like for example, like the last week or so, I could have shorted, right? Like yeah, 100% I could have shorted. I still see like bias for the upside. So yeah, but I'd rather just get out of everything, wait, come back when the charts look a little bit better. Everybody that was trying to trade that chop is all pissed off now, and people are arguing bullish, bearish back and forth, and just come back clear-minded while they're still arguing, and then catch the bottom or the top. So STG still on this anchor point here. See, it wants to hold this 50, and this is a massive hidden bullish divergence if it holds this. So that's what I would try to take the play on. That 0.774 or whatever it was. It's not bad, but is that going to hold is the real question. The MACD on the 4 hour looks good. The 1 hour looks like it wants to roll over. The daily looks like it's starting to come back. But I don't see a good trigger as of yet. That can't be because that was invalid with the C there. Maybe this, maybe have the bat here. So do have a bat. So you have a bat. If you do pull from this low, I think this was the low that had the Gartley. 786. No, I had it on this one. So the bat's probably actually the correct pattern on this one. But I mean, you can always have two at the same area, which is just better. You have your 786 here on this one. So you have two harmonics in this range. .774 is a good entry. And it's right on top of 4 hour candles over here too. So yeah, I could definitely see this playing, man. I mean, even if you took this over here, what is this? Is this a 382? Yeah, I mean, so you have multiple ways that you can put this for a bat structure down here. Bird Dog, I see you in here, so what's up, man? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, doing good. Just sideline watching the nonsense.
Dude, me too. It's been fun. I haven't been sidelined in like 2 months, so like it's been nice.
And like he was saying, just go outside. And if you don't want to go outside, do some reading, do some studying. If you're into harmonics, read a harmonics book. This is the time to do it.
Dude, I don't know why I didn't mention that. Good call, Bird Dog. John, exactly what Bird Dog said. Um, I've been studying up too. Like I've been going out in the boat and shit, but I bring a book with me. So like if I'm just chilling, um, I'll break that thing open and just read it. Like I went to the beach last weekend. I think that was when I first took off from trading. I brought a book with me, man. I was reading fucking Bulkowski on the beach. 'Cause, instead of like scrolling through like social media or whatever. I mean, scrolling through Twitter is fun and stuff, right? But all you see is just people like arguing. So, yeah, what do you think about this Bird Dog, by the way? I mean, we have like a Gartley structure and a bass structure lining up in the same area.
Yeah, that's valid. And then I would go to a little lower time frame and see what the RSI looks like going into that. See if you've got any kind of divergence.
So the 30-minute, I marked off this, I don't know if you can really see it on this one, but I was actually looking, ideal entry is if you run this little bat here within this at a like 774.
Yep, yeah, you'll see that a lot at the end of a pattern. You'll see a small pattern develop as part of the
It's my best trade-in, man.
initial response,
Yeah,
and then getting setting up for a reversal.
yeah, this is when I get my best trades. I need to start looking for these small ones again. I've been lazy with just using low leverage and spot, where I just try to bid as low as I can to the D point. But to be precise, this is what you need to do. You need to find those large patterns and then find the small patterns within the large ones at the bottom here. Good example on that is Bitcoin back in here, I'll show you real quick. This is way back, but during the bull run. But you had a large pattern here. I think this one should show it. Was it here? I want to say it was like here. This might be a bad example, but you had your 886 for your large pattern. So below your X here was invalidation. You never hit it. But I think it was like right here. You had, so this one wicked pretty low, but it didn't invalidate this. You had another bat here. So you would have entered at your 886 here. Stop loss below your X. You would have caught the bottom of this move. Alright, so we did that. We did STG. I'm going to post STG real quick. It just depends if tomorrow gets ugly or not, too, man.
You can see another pattern of the small, big pattern going into a small pattern. I just posted in the VC text. Aptos did it a couple weeks ago.
Ooh, I like that. Yo, that was a trade I took, too, I think. When it ran up to 16.4, yeah. Was that it? Actually, I don't think that was it. Maybe it was.
And that's a real common pattern you'll see coming off of harmonics where you hit that, you'll get the initial impulse off the reversal and it'll go back down, retest close to the bottom, retest the PRZ and go again. A lot of times there'll be a small pattern in that little impulse.
Yo, rugged man. Tired of this thing just rugging consistently. It's brand new.
Yeah.